Good morning, guys. Bill McMillan here with NDWX.com. Thursday morning and a pleasant start to our Thursday. Temperatures generally in the lower and middle 60s across central Indiana. However, changes are on the horizon with hotter conditions that will build in this afternoon, around 90 degrees for most central Indiana neighborhoods, and humidity as well. I think dew points will be on the increase as we progress through the afternoon and into the evening hours. So hot, sticky weather returns, and with that will come better chances of thunderstorms. I think we'll notice a couple of storms begin to flare up to our north across north central Indiana, somewhere between 3 and 4 o'clock before those sink south through the evening hours. We'll stop this around 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. You get the idea that some widely scattered thunderstorms will begin to impact central parts of the state. And with that increasingly moist air mass in place, a couple of these thunderstorms will produce locally heavy rain. We're not saying we're going to see widespread beneficial rains, but if you find yourself under one of those thunderstorms, do expect that. Just the beginning of a more unsettled pattern here as we go through the latter parts of the work week and on into the weekend with a couple of rounds of thunderstorms expected. However, with that said, it's very difficult to pinpoint exact timing and track until really we get to the day of these particular thunderstorm complexes. So bear with us as we move through the weekend. We'll have to fine-tune things as we move forward. The higher resolution guidance forecast radar product suggests another round of thunderstorms in here Friday night, particularly for the northern half of the state, and then Saturday as well. So you get the idea that we're just in a more unsettled pattern, and that's music to our ears for folks who are desperately needing some rain. This is a look at the European forecast model. Total expected rainfall between now and Monday. It's been rather consistent over the past few runs of placing central Indiana under a, let me see actually if I can zoom in here a little bit better for you. Sorry about that, guys. We'll try to do this on the fly. Here we go. Let's do this. There we go. So you get the idea that with these thunderstorm complexes tracking off to the southeast, that some beneficial rains will fall across parts of central Indiana. Is it going to be as widespread here as some of the current guidance would suggest, with 1.5 to 2 inches of rain between now and Monday morning? It's hard to say that. However, you also can't disagree with the consistency that the GFS model has been kind of painting over the past several days, and the European more recently as well has gone towards this. So we'll keep our fingers crossed. Again, we'll have to continue to fine-tune the forecast each day in respect to overall track of these thunderstorm complexes and timing the arrival into central Indiana. But long story short, at least we're heading into a pattern that does favor more unsettled conditions. Guys, this is a look at the JMA weeklies. Try to zoom in here, week 1 for you. Obviously, no surprise with the big ridge over the east, the associated warmth that we're going to have to deal with, which, yes, we are going to turn more unsettled, but it's also going to turn much more sticky and just downright hot with several days of 90 degrees or higher between now and the middle part of next week. But kind of discussed this a little bit yesterday on Twitter. Some of the goings-on in the Western Pacific do suggest a change in the pattern around or shortly after the middle part of the month, and the JMA weeklies in this morning continue to show that as well, with this trough coming into the central portion of the country. That would bring a nice kind of change of pace for us and kind of get rid of that unseasonably warm and humid conditions, replace it with a much cooler regime. And it's also encouraging to see, too, at least that the JMA paints a rather wet picture around these parts as well, the middle and latter parts of June. Guys, that'll do it for the morning update. Keep an eye to the sky, especially up to the north later this afternoon as thunderstorms drop south. Make it a great Thursday. We'll talk with you soon.